Good morning everyone, Nick from Meat Smoke Fire here on this beautiful rainy day. It wasn't supposed to rain today, it was supposed to be nice. And yesterday was supposed to be cold and miserable, and it was sunny and hot, and I played golf, so even better. So I'll take a bit of rain. Anyway, sorry, we literally just ran out. This is the least prepared we've ever been, I think. My fault. So today, Greek day, and you've seen all the recipes because I've put the photos up as I've done them through the week, checked them out, make sure they all work. So we've got 3 crackers, and I'm not talking about the people here. So on camera,
Morning.
Andrea in her waterproof coat and her other coat, and
Helena's waterproof coat.
and more coats.
Yeah,
and then still setting up Helena with the iPad in a box. Keep it, so she'll be on the questions, and then of course me. So there you go, Andrea.
Thank you.
Right. So, and I've left the chicken in the fridge, Helena. Oh, anyway, so indoor fridge. So 3 cooks today. First one, and that's what I've left inside, is the we're going to do some souvlaki, which is basically kebabs. So we're going to do 2 different types of kebabs. We're going to do some lamb kebabs and some chicken kebabs. We're going to do them on the egg in the middle on the Let's Q. It's a little bit warm, so I'll just close it down a tad. So we're going to cook it. We're going to cook those on the. We're going to spin them up on the Let's Q. We are then going to do 2 other dishes. So the one we'll do after that, we're going to do some grilled halloumi with a green pea and spinach salad. It's delicious. So we're going to do that, and then finally we're going to do some octopus, grilled octopus, but that's already cooking. So let me just show you what's going on. So in this egg, I'm just going to check how my lentils are going. They're looking good. I've got 2 pots. So at the back there, we've got some lentils cooking. They're about 40 minutes, so in about 10 minutes we'll need to take those off. And in the front one, boiling, lots of steam, we have 2 octopus. And I'll tell you what I've done with those in a little while, but there's just some garlic in there, a little bit of salt, a couple of bay leaves, and 2 octopus that I got from the Cambridge market. So those need about another 10 minutes. So Siri, set the timer for 10 minutes. Who knows?
Okay, 10 minutes.
There we go. Cool. So we'll get both of those off in about 10 minutes time. But first of all, we can get the kebabs going. So let's go over there. I'm just going to grab my skewer that I've already set up a little bit. Wow, we're wet. I'm just going to grab a bit of blue roll and wipe down. Because everything has just got a little bit damp this morning. Right, so I'm going to do 2 different styles here. I've done one because we can all do this. So let's show you style 1. All we've got on here, this is just some lamb shoulder that we had left over from last week. Froze it and then defrosted it. I've put a rub on it, so I have used, here it is, and it's so old, or it's so worn you can't actually read it, but this is Angus and Oink Big Fat Greek rub with a PHAT. So you know, it's Greek week, so we just thought we'd use that. What we did it on the chicken during the week, used it. It's delicious. It is quite salty though, so don't put too much on. You can probably see there's some on there, and that's how we're going to do the lamb. So, but what I thought I'd do is show you, and I might just do it in this little pan. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these on the stand. So I've got a Let's Q spit. I've got this Weber skewer system. So it just goes through like that, and then you squeeze the end and put them through the holes. So I'm just going to put the lamb on, and we'll get these out of the way, and I can use that little tin for the chicken. So there you go. They're ready. They can sit there. So bit of chicken in here. Who have we got on?
Matt Cooper, Karen, Franco, Steve Hughes, C Paddle,
New one, sea paddle. Have we had them before? Don't think so. Morning.
Lucy's just joined.
Lucy Mackay.
Yeah.
Did I say that right? I always say it the wrong way and you always correct me. Anyway.
Karen. Oh, Ali Chauffeur's on this morning.
Morning, Ali. Ali Chauffeur. I do know his surname. I probably shouldn't say.
Ross from Rome Catering has just joined.
Morning, Ross. How are you doing?
Jeanette Harvey. Steve. the
Morning,
lovely
Jeanette.
Barbecue medic.
God, we're all on.
Matt Cooper.
Oh. Right. So what I have here, chicken thighs. I've deboned them. So we did these last night. It's quick and easy. And then I'm going to cut them into 3. So each of these thighs, chop them up into 3, and you'll see why in a sec. Hello. That's my other kebabs. So that when they're in 3s, we'll be able to dust them. We'll be able to put some rub on them, and then we'll be able to put them on the skewers. So effectively, should be enough in there. Right. I have some cumin that I ground down this morning. Cumin. So we'll get some of that on. Helena's giggling.
Nothing.
No.
What stays in the comments?
Oh, that's not fair. What goes on tour stays on tour. Gee. So we've got some cumin. We've got some oregano. Sorry, just dried oregano. We are going to put a little bit of salt on these. You lot. You've got Andrea laughing as well. That's not fair. And a little bit of pepper, just a tiny bit. And I'm going to drizzle with a bit of olive oil, tiny bit on here. Oh
No.
That's all right. I need to wash that. That's all right. And then we can mix these up just to get them nicely coated.
Oh, that Paul White wasn't mixing when that was on.
Oh, is he not on?
I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, Paul White.
Oh, damn it.
Right. So now we're going to skewer these. So what I do, just fold them in half. Now, ideally, get them ready, allow them to marinate with a little bit longer. I'm going to put about 6 pieces on each. So we'll have 2 or 3 skewers. Fold them in half, push them on. Try not to skewer your fingers. Ooh, they get a bit slimy. There we go. We'll get all of these on, and then we'll get them on there, on the Let's queue. So, any questions while I'm doing this? Because this isn't the most exciting. This is the.
Oh, Will has just asked, do you recommend the meter?
Absolutely. Will
Prentice.
Oh, sorry.
Prentice, yes, absolutely. I only stock stuff. I only sell stuff that I like. So, and I sell the meter. So, yeah, I was a backer of the meter 5 years ago on Kickstarter, and loved it. God, look at that, almost sunshine. Yeah, brilliant product. So I stock both the Meter Plus and the Meter Block. The Meter, just the standard version, don't bother with it. The range is rubbish. Just for a few extra quid, it's much better to get the Meter Plus. So that's all I stock. So yeah. Oh, I'm going to get these on 2 skewers, so it'll be a bit lopsided, but we should be all right. Yeah, ideally you want the weight on your spit to be pretty even, but I'll take that risk. So, here we go. So there we go. It's going to be a bit glunk as it goes round. So my egg is just over 200 degrees. I'd like it a bit cooler, so I'm going to turn it down. These are going to take about 30 minutes. Something like that, maybe a bit less. So I'm just going to wash my hands. I've touched everything, and we'll move on. Now, hopefully that should mean our octopus is just about ready, and our lentils.
Franco's so rude.
What's he saying? Oh, Franco, I've got a lot worse than the one I wore last week. We'll make a point of it over the next few weeks. When the sun comes out and it warms up, we'll get some real...
We could all wear one of your shirts.
Well, we'll get a real shockers out. Jeez. Right. So, our octopus has been boiling away for about... I'm just going to grab a knife. For about 40 minutes. What we want to do is just see that that it's tender. So I want a knife to quite easily go into one of these legs. Oh yeah. So you can see what I did is I got the fishmonger to prepare them. So basically they take the hood, so the top bit off, which is that bit, and then they cut below the eyes and they take the legs off, which is that bit, and they take the beak out of the middle. So you end up with just 2 bits per octopus, and all I've done is boiled them in this pan. They've got a couple of bay leaves in there, so you can see you've got bay leaf there, some sea salt and some garlic. So whole cloves of garlic. Well, not whole anymore, I've just broken that up. So they've got 2 cloves of garlic, 2 bay leaves, a bit of sea salt and water, and those have been boiling for about 40 minutes. So I'm going to drain them a bit. They're nice and soft now, tender. Take them out. You get the hoods out. All set. Hoods out. There we go. That one's still got a bit of the roe sack in there. Oh no, it's the skin from the outside. That's fine. Right, so those are in there. Now what I'm going to do with those is I have already cut up some lemon zest. So we're going to pop some lemon zest over them while they cool down a little bit. And I'm going to get my olive oil, pop that in the bin.
Remember, it's got no lid on it.
Yeah. A little bit of olive oil that now hasn't got a lid. Thank you, Andy. And we'll give that a nice zhuzh. Now the olive oil, sorry Andy, covering you in it. The olive oil will just stop them sticking. What we're going to do with these in a minute is cut them. We'll cut the hoods up, we'll cut the tentacles into the individuals before we griddle them. Right, so let's take our pan of boiling water off. So I've just cooked this and it's in the Lodge Dutch oven. I'll pull that away. And then in here we have our lentils. Just going to grab a spoon and see if they are almost done. My timer is buzzing on my wrist. She's changing size.
Well, we're normally this
Yeah,
way round,
yeah.
so.
Alright, that's soft. So I'm going to take those out. Got a pan handle here somewhere. Using the Tefal pans, you know I like these. And I'm just going to grab my sieve, which is behind me. And I'm going to strain those. Now with these, we're going to put them back in. I want a little bit, don't want them to be too dry. I'll put the lid back on. With these, we're going to add some salt and pepper in a little while, and we're going to use those as a bed of our salad. I will reheat them slightly just when I'm ready for them. Okay, so we'll come back to our octopus. But let's have a little look at. So these should be spinning nicely. So we've got lamb with Angus and oink, big fat Greek. And we've got our oregano, our salt, our pepper, our cumin on our chicken. Right. So dish number 3. I'm going to grab a few of these bits, take it over here and we do the prep.
So, Andrew Lawrence, any advice how to save my hair and eyebrows when deep frying in the big green hot wok? Seriously struggling to fry anything in it at the moment. It's either too hot or too cold.
Yeah, when you're cooking on the wok, and I've covered this a number of times, what you want to do is keep the temperature of the egg lower than you think, because the bottom of that wok is right by right by the charcoal. So if you're deep fat frying in it, and I hope that's not what you're talking about because that really would be an issue, but when you're deep fat frying in it, I keep the temperature way down below about 130, 140. But yeah, just adjust it. Try not to have the lid open too long. That's the thing. Stir it, lid back down. Open it, stir, lid back down. Just going to grab my knife.
So Big Green Egg has just joined.
Morning, Big Green Egg.
Mark is on.
Mark, Smoke Fine Food.
Oh, so yes, and he's just said, morning everyone.
Morning, Mark.
Just saw that you've got the octopus on the go. Our Italian neighbours once suggested we added wine corks to the simmering octopus water. I'm waiting for the line.
Come on, Mark. You've got to add wine corks to the simmering octopus because...
Oh, apparently it makes no sense, but it makes a more tender octopus.
Wow,
Okay, and
who
Sarah,
knew?
And Sarah has asked, can you please explain how to put a shelf above the Let's Queue?
Shelf above the Let's Queue. We've got a little bit of time, so let's do that quickly. I'm just going to grab something, Andy. Grab a shelf, we'll grab one of those. I've got a basket. Look at this, on the fly. So, we've done this several times, but normally you'd put your expander basket in that way around in your egg. I can't do it now because I've already got the egg going. But, so what you need to do is put it in that way round. Okay, so
Handles
90
front,
degrees.
back.
Front to back. The handles, front to back. Then your skewer will actually clear above this. What you can then do before you put your skewer on is get your expander 2-tier piece and put it with the D bit to the left towards the motor and put it on like that. And now your skewer will go above that, and then you can just put your top layer on. And your rotisserie will be underneath. But you need to put that in before you put the Let's Queue on. Does that make sense? Hopefully that helps. Right, it's perfect. This one is a little bit hot. We're good, we're good.
Okay, so someone's just asked, when do we think we'll be restarting classes?
$1 million question. So we're planning...
To make me redundant.
No. So we like doing these live cooks. We like doing them on a Saturday. If you continue watching them, we'll keep doing them. Now that is obviously going to clash with some of the classes, and people want to do the classes. So what we're thinking is we will do one weekend of live cooks, one weekend of classes, one weekend of live cooks, one weekend of classes. And we will probably start, we're not going to be allowed to start because of social distancing. You know, people like Ross, who's on, and Julie, who does all my private classes, they're probably up and running. Julie is definitely up and running. I assume Ross is doing his classes. That's where it's one-to-one, and you're in, you know, they come to you and it's in your environment and they can socially distance in your environment. Here, we can't get 6 people in for a class and be socially distanced, and I don't want to do that to anyone, and I don't want people to feel like they're dancing around each other all the time. So we will probably not start until August, and that's because we should be at social distancing will get lifted at the end of June. We're planning on not being here in July. Hey, we've got to have a holiday too. So because we don't have kids, we go away before the school holidays. So we won't be here for most of July. Well, we might be here, but we won't be working for most of July. So we'll probably start in August. Heard it. But we will announce it on our newsletter, and I'm not keeping a list of all the people I've got to email. If you want to get told about it, it'll be on the newsletter. Full stop. Right, halloumi. When you cook halloumi, it can dry out really easily. What you want to do with the halloumi is keep it in fairly big chunks. So these 2 bits, I've got 2 blocks here, I'm just going to cut them into half and half again. And that is it. Don't cut it any thinner than that because it will just fall apart and it will dry out. So same with this one. Now, Helena, I have forgotten one minor thing. A pan of peas.
Okay.
Criminal.
It's all right. Now we've got 2 people. It's
Do
great.
you want them in one of the...
Yeah, you can put them in that little tea. No, you can't, because that's already got lentils in. Sorry, forgot my peas. I'm not doing very well this morning, am I? Right, we're going to take these. I'm going to put them onto a plate. Let's take a dry one, shall we? I want a tiny bit of oil on them, which is going to be tricky. So I'm just going to grab my olive oil, which I've left over there now.
Remember, no lid.
No lid, I know. Thank you, Andy. So, get a little bit of oil on them. Help them stop sticking. And just keep covering them with a little bit of oil. And we'll go over and we'll start cooking these. Now, this egg. Up around 200. Just going to open it up a tiny bit more. Wipe my hands down. You can probably put it on that end. Has it got water over them? Yeah. You put it over there. Right. So, going old school today. I've got a cast iron grid in here. I've got a full moon cast iron grid, original one that doesn't fit on the expander. No expander basket. It was rusty as anything, so I did my usual aluminium foil. Wipe it down with olive oil or any oil. And it's perfect. Now, let's see if this will sizzle. Yeah, we're good. So,
Someone just asked 200 degrees Fahrenheit, I think so.
centigrade. I only work in centigrade. Don't ever assume I'm saying anything in Fahrenheit, because I don't. That's for the Americans. We work in centigrade over here. So, what you're looking for when you put the halloumi on is to get that sizzle. So we're going to sizzle it, we're going to turn it a bit, probably about 3 minutes each side, and hopefully at the same time, and I'll go and show you what Helena's just been doing, is putting our peas on the other one. Yeah, that's cool, it will get them going. So we've got just a normal pan of peas. You could do that on the hob, but we'll do it on there. Perfect. Right, back to our halloumi. So, any questions, Helena? Can't hear her over here. You have to shout.
No. Alright, this one is
Okay, right. So, temperature's dropped obviously because we've had the lid open, but you can see it's coming back. Our grid was nice and hot. It's exactly what we want.
Sorry, I have got one question.
Yeah,
Someone put a large egg with the fold up.
large egg with fold up wings.
Will the Let's Q
Will the Let's Q fit on it? Yes and no. So if you look at this is an extra large. I've had to take the bracket off because that screw there is right in line with the Let's Q, whereas on the large it's further around the back. So if you take your shelf off, it will fit. And I have got wing nuts that fit onto the brackets, so I can show you because I've got one here. I found the perfect size, or I've researched perfect size wing nuts, so you can just unscrew them, take your shelf off, takes you 30 seconds, and on a large you can still work with a bracket on an extra large you can't. So if you need these wing nuts, just give me a shout, or we can sort it out. I keep saying I'll put them on the page so you can order them. I keep forgetting, but I will do that. Sorry? Yeah, we're going to just give it a quick turn. So, getting nice, hopefully you can see that, sear marks. I'm just going to turn them all 90 degrees. Ooh. Try not to leave them all on the grill. So, what you want is that nice crustiness on the cheese, not on the grill, and that's what the olive oil's for. So, I'm just going to move those over. Give that another couple of minutes. So yeah, if you need those wing nuts, then just give me a shout. We can sort that out. Helena's.
And same person just said that you can leave the right hand table can still stay on.
Right hand table stays on, absolutely no problem at all. All you've got is this handle that sticks out on the right hand side, and that sticks out above the level. It's just the motor drops down and it just fouls with the table. I have seen Tim Hayward, who is a food writer for the Financial Times. He has a Let's Q and he puts it on slightly wonky. I think taking the table off is the best way. So I'm gonna. I did promise Tim I'd drop him round some wing nuts because he only lives 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away. So yeah, look at those coming on nicely. So what we're going to do, we're going to look for temperature wise, because it's lamb shoulder, I want to get it nice and hot so it starts to break down. Same, the chicken is chicken thigh. It's better when it's cooked for longer. So these are going to take about 30 minutes. And we're looking for temperatures about high 80s for those. Right, halloumi, look at it again. Oh, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Oh, that one's getting soft. Now you want the middles to go soft, you want to get this nice crust on the outside, and you want to serve it hot, which isn't going to work for us because it's freezing cold out here. Unfortunately, most of the food's always cold by the time we're finished, but that should be really tasty. And then we're going to put some extras with it. I need my honey in a minute, please. That's indoors still. And the pan is probably still boiling on the hob because I forgot. Our honey's set, unfortunately, so I'm just getting it sorted. Right, let's have a look and see how our peas are getting on. Hopefully these will start to boil soon. Oh no, not quite. Let's give them a stir. Oh, not far off. Do like a petit pois. Right. Right, so while that halloumi's finishing, we are going to do a salad. Let's go with them. So if I dry my bowl out, we're going to do some baby spinach with our peas. So the idea is that you pop the peas on top of the baby spinach. Lovely.
It helps if you put the honey in the water.
That's soft, that's all right. I know, but I didn't want to melt the things, and then I walked off and forgot. Oh, I'm not doing well today, am I? Oh, anyway, bit of spinach in there.
Okay, hang on a moment. I've just a couple of questions here.
Let's get that off because that's wonky. Hopefully that won't set. In with it, I'm going to get the halloumi before I mess it up. And we'll get our salad done. So we'll turn these. Let's see how we're doing. Oh no, they're good. That's a bit wet. I'm just going to get a bit of paper to put them on the dry plate. Right, it's probably olive oil, isn't it? Not water. Right.
A bit of both, maybe.
Yeah. It's alright, it's just olive oil from when we put them on. So our halloumi, oh look at that. You can feel it soft in the middle. It's got a nice char on it. It's a bit warmer this side, that bit needs to be. Ooh. Look at those.
Helena's going to have some of this before.
Yeah. Just going to do those two for a second longer. What you're looking for is that this goes soft, which it is. It's nice and cooked in the middle, nice and soft. It's squeaky cheese when you eat it. It squeaks on your teeth. Now, obviously, this is just Tesco's. You can see it's raging now. Right. 1 second longer. That's perfect. Right. So we have our halloumi. So to go with this, I might serve it on the board. Let's do that.
You said it is then.
I'll serve it at that end.
Oh, I'll come
see
round
how
this
that
way.
works.
See what I mean? I told you.
Yeah, so we'll serve it. Now, don't stack them.
So someone said chili flakes on it's good.
Aha! So,
Did you leave them indoors?
no, the chili flakes
Oh, you
are...
did? I knew you said I was going to run in and get them.
No, they're out here.
Oh.
There you go. So while those just sit, obviously you should try and get this all ready at the same time, but I'm just going to get some mint. Probably don't need all of that. It's a little bit of mint. Oh, she's going already. Right, mint. Bit of mint going in with our
Spinach.
spinach.
Okay.
Bit of
so-
chopped parsley going in with our spinach. Hopefully our peas are now done. Right, now Helena's done that, what you're supposed to have on your...
Oh, I can smell that mint.
Yeah, mint.
Man. Oh, have a little bite, thank
You're
you.
supposed to have on your runny honey that isn't so runny today.
Oh no.
Oh, she's thrown it on the floor.
That's bad.
Sorry.
Yeah,
alright.
push it.
You shut up, Bep.
Come on, honey.
Gutted. Sorry.
Should have gone and got a new one, shouldn't I? So just get some honey
Not too
over.
much. You don't need too much. It's too sweet otherwise.
I'm getting heckled by my
Yeah.
team.
Actually, put the chili on the top, and then that'll be
Hang
perfect.
on. Whose recipe is this? Some black sesames. No chilli going on. We're going black sesames this morning. There you go, some black sesames.
Oh,
Now,
so that's good.
see how our peas are doing. Don't touch it. Come on, peas. She always puts so much water in with the peas. We talk about this every time. You only need water up to where the peas are. You don't need it above that because otherwise you're heating lots of extra water. But no, we're not having marital arguments today. Right, just wash that down. Right, they're going to be done enough for me. Obviously, it'd be better if you got them boiling, but they're nigh on. I don't want to. So I'm going to take our peas. I like them crunchy anyway. Now I'll leave that. That's cool. Pop that in there. Now what you want to do with your peas, get them on your salad to start wilting it a little bit. This is a hot salad. You get your chili flakes. That can go in there as well. So I'm putting the chili with the salad. We're going to have a tiny drizzle of oil.
No lid. Oil, no lid.
Got that. I'm going to steal one of my lemons from over here. Take the other one. I'm going to dress it with a bit of lemon juice. I'll put the other one on as well. Spoon and fork.
That looks lush.
Taste amazing. Now, if your peas were a little bit hotter, they would. There you go. That will be beautiful. So, second or first dish off, halloumi, and I'm going to try a piece with black sesame and a bit of honey. I'll put that on there since I've eaten it. Oh, that's delicious. That's soft. With a nice pea and spinach salad. Right. Time for our octopus. Star of the show. So, get a few things out of the way. Let's move a couple of bits. And then we'll go and grab our octopus. There we go. So our octopus, cooked, boiled, been sitting in here. Now we need to cook it. And we're going to serve this. I'm going to chop it up first. So what I'm going to do is just chop each of the tentacles off. They can go back in for a minute. So cut each of the 8 legs. They're in. Same on the other one. Beautiful. And they should cut really easily now you've cooked them. So we're just going to sear them. We're going to take that's just the skin from the octopus. I'm going to take the hood and I'm going to chop it into 4. I'm going to griddle these up as well. So get that in there. How are we doing for time?
5 past.
Perfect. Oop. They're inside out, so it's got the skin on the inside. When the fishmonger cooked them, cleaned them, sorry, left them inside out. So this is just the skin of the octopus. I'm going to leave that on. Get them in there. Right. Just give them a little zhuzh in the oil, in the lemon juice. They're perfect. They're looking great, looking good to cook. Right. Let's take them over. So I'll grill up around 250, 300 degrees. Sorry,
That's hot.
hut. That's what you want. Now what we want to do is warm up our lentils as well. So I've got a little pan here. Just going to take, they're still nice and hot. I might just leave them like that. They're still lovely and warm. I was going to put them in a little pan, but they're lovely and hot. So we'll just get these on. So what you want to do is griddle these. Just tip them on. Yeah. Spread them out a bit. We want to char the outside, but not overcook them. If you overcook them, the little suckers will start falling off.
They go wobbly.
And it will go slightly rubbery. Yeah. So we're going to leave those. Give them a minute or 2. So simple and so delicious. So to these, we're going to do, while we're doing it, we might as well do these. Get these ready. So into our lentils, I want some black pepper and some salt, which is over here. So a little bit of black pepper, not too much. A little bit of salt. Going to put some lemon in there and just chop this one up. And we're going to put more lemon on in a minute. So this is just to run through these lentils. So keeping those pretty simple. So you can see them there. They're good. So those are our lentils. We're going to do a dressing as well. Let me put the lid back on because that will keep them warm. Going to put them straight back on in that pan, couldn't I? A little bit more. Need to see them charring up. So, yeah, that's all right. Yeah, we're good. We can have a look. If people like a look, I'm happy with it.
Oh
look at that.
man.
So 75, 76, so the chicken is cooked. 71, that bit isn't, slightly fatter. The lamb up at 77. Shoulders, you want to get it nice and hot. It's self-basting because it's going round on that rotisserie. That is going to be delicious. Yeah, the Fish Society we've used, the Cornish Fishmonger, otherwise called Wing, we've used. Yeah. Oh, and somebody told me today, I should have remembered who it was, shouldn't I? We were talking about vongole clams the other day, and I was saying I couldn't get clams from Waitrose. Apparently Waitrose have now got frozen clams in. Not quite sure how that would work with vongole, but yeah. But I managed to get clams from the fishmonger on the market this week, and they were delish. So we had clams. I think somebody suggested we do a pasta week.
Oh yes, please.
So yeah, we could do a pasta week, couldn't we? So I'm going to move some of these out. So what we're looking for is to just start getting a char on the outside. Can you see some of these are charring nicely? Now, obviously the longer I leave the lid open, the more they'll char because it will get hotter. And then we're going to make a very quick dressing to go with these. Come in a bit, so I'll give those another couple of seconds. So any other questions, Helena? Sorry, my nose is running.
I think people are just some people are not a massive fan of seafood.
Yeah.
Karen, true love, bless her, can't even watch it because she doesn't like even watching.
Oh, she won't even watch
No,
it.
so
Oh,
I've got to
okay.
tell her when that bit's over. But I think some people.
I've shut the lid now, Karen.
I think some people are frightened of cooking.
Yeah.
Because they're worried it's going to be rubbery.
No, we did it. The key to it is to boil it for about 40 minutes until it's tender for the knife to go through, and then just cook it quickly. Just sear it quickly, and it won't go rubbery. Helena was really worried about eating it this week when I did it the first time, and she was like, "Oh no, this is amazing." So it's really good. I put the recipe up. If you have a look at the recipe, I was worried about it. So
How long boil it for?
40 minutes. The recipe's on the website. It hasn't been proofread yet, so it's probably full of typos because I am not the best at writing. I'm probably dyslexic, but anyway, who knows? Who cares? But I can't type for toffee. Can't spell for toffee.
Yeah, you can type.
I can type, I can't spell. I'm hopeless.
You're not that bad.
Oh, look at these, they're coming on nicely. That one's beautiful. Another minute or so and then we're good to go. Right, let's take these over. We've got a lentil. So they're going to go, I'm going to set up on this end of the tray. So I'll bring this tray over because this is all the goodness for the next bit. I'll pop it there. Now, I'm going to dress this with black limes. So I think we talked about these before. These little bullets. They are, I got them from a local Asian supermarket. You can get them from Amazon. They are dried. They are solid. They're like ping pong balls. I'm going to dress it with black lime because it's really, really citrusy. You could also use sumac. So ground sumac in this. Also a very citrusy red. But I kind of like these, so I'm going to give these a go.
Can you just remind people what temperature the egg is for the
So this egg that's cooking these is up around 200 degrees. So once the smoke clears, you'll be able to, oh the smell.
Man, that's good.
Yeah, and I have got a minty yogurt to go with it
Nice.
in the fridge.
Shock horror.
So someone has said, would you do calamari in the same way as squid?
No, calamari you can just cook in a pan. We've done calamari. When did we do calamari?
Oh.
Just gonna grab a plate to put these on.
Yeah, I was here for that. That was in.
We did calamari.
Yeah.
So let's
They
take
were
these off.
amazing.
Yeah. So you can see these are all now nicely seared, crisped up on the outside, should still be soft on the inside. Right, we'll shut that down. We're done with that egg, and then we'll get this all plated up. So, and then we should be able to get our last bit off. So I will grab a fork. No, just using that. So in here we've got our lentils. So we're just going to spread these as a base for it. And still they're nice and hot. Alright, it's probably enough for now. I'll keep the rest so that we can have some warm later. We're going to put some of the hoods on. Get some tentacles on there. Sorry, Karen. Bless her. Right, they're on. Now, to go with it, very quickly, I have in here, I've got just one crushed clove of garlic. I'm going to put with it about 4 tablespoons of olive oil.
No lid.
No lid. Thanks, Andy. Got that. Got no lid. Where have I put my squeezer? Over there. Going in with about 2 tablespoons, so half of what you've got in oil, of lemon juice. That's gone in there. Get a fork. Gonna whisk it all through. Now, oh, I have some little red onions to go with it on here.
Sorry, Karen.
Yeah, a few red onions. I've got some parsley, chopped parsley. I'm going to put that, about 80% of it, in with my dressing. And then that can go, oops, in one big clump. Get that through your lentils. Just going to pour some of the juices on. Give it a nice citrusy note. A little bit of parsley on the end. And then some of my lime. See if I can grate this one I used the other day. No, it's gone a bit damp, that one. Well, I've chosen the wrong grater. This one's rubbish, but you get the idea. I've chosen the old one. You couldn't grab the newer one of these, could you? Sorry.
Oh my
That
lord.
one, keep her on her toes today. That one's rubbish. We'll grate it in a second. And then we'll get, if I move this over, we'll get some of that chicken and the lamb in the middle. How's that looking, people? Are you enjoying that, other than Karen? Sorry, we've replaced this one. I picked the wrong one out, that's all. Here we go. Let's get the proper one. Oh yeah, now we're cooking.
Oh wow.
Can you smell that,
Yeah,
Andy?
yeah.
Well, someone said they did do vongole
So-
with frozen clams, and
Okay.
it worked.
Okay,
but
cool.
Thinks fresh would be better.
Fresh are definitely better, so let's clear some of this out of the way. Right, let's go and get some skewers, if we can. But so far, that is looking quite pretty.
Mhm.
Obviously, I burnt that. They're done.
Oh, it's delish.
Oh yeah, they're good. Top end, perfect. Right. Can't do this with the Joe Tisserie. Right. Oh, look at the mess I've made. In fact, let's put them down. I might just put them on like that. I think I'll just go for 3 for now. Put them like that. We have a little bit of dressing. So this is just Greek yogurt mixed with garlic and mint.
Oh, that just looks stunning.
Get that on. Go back for my little thing of parsley. Tiny bit.
So, just in terms of
Got that.
suggestions for next week,
Yeah.
someone suggested slow cooked beef ragu beef cheeks
Okay.
to go with the pasta.
Oh, to go with the pasta like that. Yeah.
Jeanette has gone on a similar theme as our friend Mr. White, globetrotting around the world, Caribbean. A pork butt for a pulled pork recipe.
These are just fresh chilies, people.
Pulled pork burgers, or a selection of mussels.
Oh. So we have, looking quite nice.
What end are we starting?
We'll start this end. We've got grilled octopus on a bed of, oh, and I forgot the squid ink. Squid ink lentils. I can't believe I've done that. It's here somewhere. There's a little sachet of squid ink. If you put it in, it blackens them up. I've forgotten it. But it gives it a nice flavour as well. I will put that, in fact, I can do it in the pan that's left. We've got chicken and lamb Slovakia. We have a green pea and spinach salad with some chilli in there and lemon, and we've got honey and black sesame halloumi. That doesn't look too bad.
It
How's that for a
does
Greek
look
week?
gorgeous.
It's all going cold, but let me do this. Let me do the squid ink bit if I can find the squid ink.
We'll make sure that we save and post it.
Yeah. So there should be. Here it is.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. So you can buy these little sachets of squid ink. So I was supposed to put about half a teaspoon in here. There we
Ooh,
go.
hello.
Yeah, it's all thick and gloopy. You can water it down a bit. but you'll see it changing colour, and it gives it a darker colour, much nicer. There we go.
Look at that.
Flavour, and you've got that squid ink going through. Sorry people, I totally forgot that, but there you go. Beautiful. There. So perfect. So people, I think that is it. We've done our Greek. I'll hold it while I talk for a bit. I think that looks stunning.
Does look
Does
amazing.
look stunning. Just
Yeah.
get a photo of that.
Yeah, do.
Again, you've got the squid ink from the fish
I got from the fishmonger. So yeah, just find a good fishmonger. Lots of towns are getting them back again now. So
So someone's just asked very quickly, when you're doing short cooks like this, do you just use the built-in temperature sensor of the egg?
yes, I have no thermometers here. They're all just doing, that, and I'll use a thermopen. Always have a thermopen to check your meat. If I have to have one single gadget in terms of thermometers, that is it, thermopen. So that's why I have them in my apron pockets. Stock, we'll go through quickly. The modular nest and the expansion system are modular nest for large, selling out, almost sold out. Expansion system sold out, so not coming back into stock for a long while. On the sheet I've got, it doesn't look like it will be back until the summer, June, July time. So that may be incorrect, but if you are after an expansion piece, unfortunately they've sold out, and because of the pandemic, things aren't shipping very well, so they're out of stock.
How much is
Slatherboard, I've got 2 in stock. I want to say they're about £70, something like that. I will come back to you on that. I'll put them on the website because they're not even on the website. I think I can still get hold of those from Big Green Egg as well. They're made of teak. I think I'm right in saying that. I did check this the other day. Somebody said it was a different type. He thought it was yew, which you shouldn't use. So yeah, otherwise Let's Q's are all in stock. Yeah, and I'm not as, well, I am busy, but yeah, very busy, but I did get to play golf yesterday. Great.
Lots of love,
Everyone loves that.
lots of love.
Perfect. Thank you guys. So we will look at what we're going to do next week. I do like the idea of a pasta week,
Yeah.
but we're not going to make, Andy's saying yes.
I
Andy
love
loves
pasta. I love that lot too. I can't wait to tuck into
we
that.
need to get that in. So yeah. So thank you for watching again, guys. We'll be back next week. Perfect. Enjoyed
You
it.
can order the slather boards via Big Green Egg.
Yes, you can order. Yeah, if Big Green Egg have got them, I can sell them to you. So come to me, please, because I make a little bit out of it. Brilliant. I will leave it at that. So thank you, and I'll try and record it this week. It wasn't Andy's fault; it was mine. All right. Cheers, guys. We'll see you next week.